Hello, hello everybody, it's me, V. Welcome back. We are here with more Fire Emblem Thracia 776, and I have excellent news. Dante was already sleeping on his chair when I came down, so we have Dante Cam from the very start of the stream. Very exciting. I love him very much. He was even hamming it up a little bit before I swapped screens here, doing a little roll, looking real cute. And now he's having a little bath. Anyways. We are on Chapter 10. Hello, Ultimage. We are on Chapter 10, Noel Valley, I suppose. And I see a lot of Ballistae, so that seems like an exciting time for me. Alright, let's see. It's a capture. There's stuff on the map. I don't think there's anybody we can recruit, yeah. And there was something about Fred and Alwyn showing up at a certain point. Not really sure what's going on there, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Anyways. God, cats are so cute. I think I picked out my units and figured out what everybody was going to be holding. I remember there was something about how we needed to send Karin over here to get this house before that thief went over and got it, so I guess we'll do that. And I didn't really think of very many plans beyond that, other than stick Dawson in front of a Ballistae and see what happens. And Dagdar, I think I brought him somewhere. Yeah, because he has whatever this skill is a cost. So he might be able to burn the Ballistae slightly faster. I remember that was a point. And other than that, I guess we're just yeeting Karin over to this house. God, I wish I had another unit who could get over there quickly. Because she is, you know, I love Karin. She's doing good work for me. She has all of the constitution of a wet paper towel, though, so, you know. She's carrying the Wrath manual. I guess some part of me was like, maybe that would be a good idea. I'll be honest, I don't know who to give the manuals or the stat boosters to, so we're just kind of YOLOing on that. So, you know. Does he still really need said scroll, or could I give it to somebody else? I didn't think that one through. Paragon Ronin, let's go. Yes, I play favorites. I swear we have, I think we have a couple of, actually, hold on, let me check the supply. Yeah, we have a luck ring, a skill ring, and a leg ring, and I have no idea who to give those to. We've also got a couple of master seals lying around for when we need them. See, like, the thing is, I don't understand, like, people were like, oh, give the skill ring to somebody who has a skill that procs off of skill. That was an obnoxious sentence. The bottom house is actually really easy to get with leg ring Karin, but I only have one leg ring. It increases movement by 2, though? Oh my god. I mean, usually I give the equivalent to the leg ring to my dancer character, but I could see the usefulness on Karin. I'm not opposed to that. Simply get lucky and get move on level ups? Yeah, that's fair. I forgot that you could do that in this game. Okay, hold on. Karin, where you at? I'm actually gonna put this short lance away because it sucks anyways. Fine, we'll take the leg ring for Karin. Can I use this before the battle? Or do I have to wait until I'm in the battle? Oh, but yeah, people were like, oh, save the skill ring until you, like, for a character who has a skill that procs off of skill. Obnoxious sentence, hate it. I don't know what skills proc off of skill, but apparently it's like none of them, because I don't think I have a single unit with a skill that procs off of skill. Hey, Poison Parfait. You have to wait, unfortunately. Fire Emblem 7 okay. Yeah, I don't have anybody. I guess Shiva has Soul, but Soul seems like not really worth it. I could give something to Dawson, I guess. Yeah, Brighton has Wrath. I'm just going through. Like, Vantage always procs, I guess. Charm, nothing. This is attack speed. That's also attack speed. Nothing, nothing, and nothing. Okay, I'll save the skill ring. Should I give the luck ring to Finn? Would that be a good idea? He's got 8, and the miracle is luck times 3%, and then doesn't the Brave Lance give him plus 10 luck? So he would have, what is that, 12? Plus another 10, so 22 times 3. 66% chance to proc Miracle. The only skills that use skill are Astra, Luna, and Soul. Okay. Good to know. Okay, no, seriously, should I give him the luck ring? I don't know what else procs off of luck, but I assume nothing, so like, who gives a shit? Also, you know what? Finn's cute. He's a cutie patootie. He could have it. Alright, we'll save the skill ring. Other than that, I think I'm ready. Right, we have to go to deploy and then start? Okay, there we go. Noel Valley, where do they get their water? And if you like that joke, I stole it from Poison Parfait. He already finished playing Thracia. I don't know what he's playing next, but go watch him. And if you hated that joke, you can't blame me for it. Has there been any change, General Largo? You're doing reconnaissance again today, Lady Olwyn. I admire your fortitude coming this far into the mountains every morn. She's been assigned to it on the direct orders of General Kempf. There's no doubt he's out to harass her, having her make such a back-breaking trek each day. Truth be told, Fred, I'd rather be out here than cooped up in Fort Dundrum, having to look at Kemp's face every hour of the day. Damn, girl, get him. Oh, scathing words, but General Kempf is quite an embarrassment, really. A high-born noble, his impudence and pettiness undermine his stature, and he behaves closer to a boy than a man. Damn, get him. Perhaps it's natural to be a little insecure when Commander Reinhardt's fame has so thoroughly eclipsed his own. Oh, am I shipping Reinhardt and Kempf? But to be so vindictive about it as to take it out on the Commander's only sister. You'd scarcely believe there was any noble blood in him at all. He's a disgrace to his uniform. General Kempf is utterly convinced that my lord brother is somehow his competition. He doesn't understand the solidarity that comes with military service. They're both close in age, were both promoted to general very young. It's easy to see how such a vile mindset took root. But my lord brother certainly doesn't feel the same way about him. I'm still not over the fact that their mouths move and I didn't notice that. Then that's all the more reason for General Kempf to hate him, wouldn't you say? I couldn't recycle the joke myself, feels bad. What, why? If the hatred's not mutual, there should be no reason for it to continue. Ha, you don't get it. I envy your innocence, but it's Kemp's way of thinking that ensures North and South Thracia will never be as one. I don't follow. I just want to check something. Yeah, okay, we're good. I don't follow. What's that got to do with the North and South? I've bent your ear too long, though. It's been good to speak so frankly. Why don't you stay a spell and catch your breath? I will, thank you. You spoil me, General. Prince Leaf, just across the valley is Fort Noel, which guards the border between Thracia and the Empire. We'll finally be able to strike at the enemy's own territory for a change. Have we any idea of their numbers? Our reports say that their garrison is small, but they make up for it with force of arms. The fort is guarded with Ballistae, a sort of giant bow that can fire across great distance. Wow, thanks for explaining! They're tremendously powerful. We'll have to destroy them before advancing toward the fort. How do you propose we do that? We have 3 means of attack. First, we could send the majority of our forces to draw the enemy out of ballista range. Then, we send a small force to deal with the Ballistae while they're occupied. Simple but effective. Second, we could storm the valley with our cavalry, overwhelming their main body and allowing us to swiftly dispatch the Ballistae. This could work as a last recourse. They both have their own crucial downsides. What's the best course of action? That would be the third way. Oh, you didn't even give us all 3 of them? You only gave us 2 and then expected us to make a decision? Whatever. Since you've caught on that both plans involving direct confrontation are inadvisable, I'm sure you don't need it spelled out for you, Prince Leaf. No, I do. I'm an idiot. No, wait, come back, explain. Sir? Sir, you cannot just leave me hanging. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, so the Ballistae are everywhere. So this is the first safe spot. Please, I'm so lonely, don't leave. Hello, Christian. Right, you just want to be called Christian. I remember. Okay, so this spot right here is safe. And then we're gonna have her use the leg ring. Great. And then wait, and then we'll get it on the next turn. And then my thought was, we're just gonna very, very, very carefully bait all of these Ballistae into, you know. This guy has the bridge key and the flame sword. I would like the flame sword. The flame sword would be nice. And he only has 9 constitution despite being in armor for some reason. So that's cool. And from what I remember, he doesn't move, right? He just kind of stands there, yeah. These guys also just stand there like a couple of weenies. Lots of overlapping Ballistae. Not the biggest fan of that. Or am I? Alright, let's just stick Dagdar like right here. I like to imagine she just hangs upside down on her Pegasus and excruciatingly put the leg ring on around the hoof. Oh, that would be fun. I just assume that they eat the rings. Like in games where... Oh, I didn't give you a better bow. Oops. Because they disappear after you use them. If you just put them on your finger, they would still be there, right? How do you explain that? They fuse to the skin? Oh, like silly bands. I'm dating myself, never mind. If you weren't around for it back in the, in like the... God, was that the 2010s? I remember people wearing those when I was in like... That was probably like the late 2000s, early 2010s. There were these things called silly bands that everybody would wear. Do people still have those? Yeah. And people would just like stick them on and they would have like 20 of them all up their arms and they would never take them off. And then like you had a bunch of cases of kids where they were like fusing to their skin. Because your skin starts like growing over things if you put them too closely. And like leave them there for too long. Fascinating organ, the human skin. That makes me sound like a serial killer. We're gonna cut that from the pod. Isn't like 1st or 2nd grade when they were a fad? That makes sense. Yeah, I remember, I thought they were really stupid and I never wore them. Cause I was just not like other girls. Alright, let's see. I was the real reason is probably that I was like neurodivergent as hell, and the thought of having like something plastic on my skin for hours at a time was just like unbearable. Evie's gonna be looking at Sleeping Baby with a magnifying glass, just saying fascinating. You know, like, I do find it interesting that humans are that tiny at points. I don't like interact with a lot of children just because nobody I know has children and there's no children in my family. So every time I see like a child, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot they made humans that small. Like, they come that small. Wild. This is already shaping up to be an interesting day. Also, did you know, fun fact about wells, these days, they're actually, like, no wider than the size of a quarter. You drill them really, really tiny, and they have to use a little, like, microscopic thing on a stick to, like, go down and investigate them if there's ever a problem with the well. But they're actually, like, really narrow. I forgot they come in pocket editions, like the fun size, yeah. They make children in fun size, and that's kind of amazing. Okay, so we gotta get Karin over here. From what I remember, if I cross this point right here, it seems, Alwyn and Fred are gonna spawn. So, we're just gonna hope we can survive that, if they do. I mean, I'm looking at WAD right now. Don't tell me, you're the Liberation Army, right? Well, have I got a surprise for you? See, I fancy myself a botanist, and a few months ago I started an experiment. I wanted to see what would happen if I watered a tree using only pure water. Oh, I thought, okay, for some reason my brain was like, he used Gatorade. I won't keep you in suspense. This here staff is what resulted from the whole thing. It grew a staff? Use it and it'll fortify... Wait, hold on. Wait, I have a lot of questions about this. So you watered a tree with nothing but pure water. Okay, normal thing to do, I guess. You know how expensive that stuff is? Pretty expensive, but sure. And it grew a staff? It grew a fortify staff, is what I'm getting. Or did it grow a tree and then you made the fortify staff out of the wood from the tree? Because did you only make one? Did it just grow a staff? I'm so fascinated. Fortify your magic, same as if you'd gulp down pure water yourself. Where's the rest of the tree, you ask? You're looking at it. That staff was the whole tree. Poor thing never grew bigger than 3 feet tall. It turns out pure water actually isn't very good for plants. Yeah, I probably should have checked on that before I spent months on the whole experiment. I'm surprised you grew a whole tree in months. Yep, okay, here they come. Lady Olwen, the valley is under attack. You must ride for Fort Dundrum at once and warn them. I'll keep the enemy at bay. If you'll permit it, General, I would rather remain here and fight alongside you. I'm honored, Lady Olwen, but we have our orders. Yours are reconnaissance, and alerting Fort Dundrum must be your first priority. I can't just leave you here. You must allow me to help you defend the valley, if only for a little while. Very well, provided that you swear to leave the battlefield and ride for Fort Dundrum in short order. Thank you, General. So the idea with the leg ring, Karin, is that you visit the village in Kanto out of ballista range. Oh. Yeah, that probably would have been smarter, huh? I was wondering how I was gonna mount and then get that. Yeah, no, okay. Well, too late now. Guess we'll see what happens. Fred, let's move out. Ha, there's the Lady Olwen I know. You know, no, actually, we'll hold on. Hold on. Okay. So where does the ballista range stop? That tree? Or that mountain? Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that she could Kanto. I was just like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. I dismount. I'm still in ballista range if I do that. Dumb Droom, am I right? Owen, what the fuck are you and how'd you get in here? Is there like some other... Hold on. Do I count these as resets? I'm just... Okay, so I guess I start from this one. And then go back. I could've used the Wrath manual while I was doing that. Oh well. Okay. All right, we'll try it again. How about if you reset to get a unit back, that counts? See, that's what I was thinking. I was doing, ouchies. Wrathkarin, let's go. I think I was just looking online and somebody mentioned that that was a good use of the Wrath manual and I was like, sure, whatever. We'll do that. Did you give someone the Paragon sword? That's an excellent question. I thought I did, but I might not have. I could have given it to Karin and dismounted her. Apparently I don't think I did, which is interesting because I thought I did. Oh well. Yep. Okay, just give me the fucking Fortify staff. Okay, yeah, no, that's way smarter. And then I assume because I didn't end on, like, being over the trigger, then I'm fine, right? Yes? I could probably be sending Karin up to go get that. Well, I don't know. Actually, no, there's like a bunch of Ballistae and stuff. Maybe not a good idea. Skill? Eh? Let's leave it right here. Oh, they have 10 uses. I don't know why I thought they only had 5. That would have made my life a lot easier. Okay, who wants to come drop this Frege loser? I only brought 1 healer, so hopefully somebody can do it. What's your move? You have 10. 3. He's not gonna be able to cancel out of Ballistae range, is he? No. I see 2 healers. Who? This Frege user. I said loser, to be clear. Asbel can heal? Oh, I guess he can. Well, he could heal if he had a staff, which he doesn't, currently. So, guess we'll have to work on that. There's heal staves up here in this shop, I assume. Okay, how am I gonna get that house before that guy gets that house? What's in that house? In rescue? Rescue, I guess? Oh, that would be really useful, actually. If I could go get that. I should have been positioning my units better. Fergus, what's your defense? You have like 11. I think you'll be fine. Okay, so you'll do 29. Oh my god, this guy's so hefty. The thief actually only has a 50% chance to move, so just get lucky. Oh yeah, I've always been lucky. Hey Akemi, what's up? Knowing Kaga, you're probably gonna need that rescue on the next map, I know, right? Okay, he has 11 defense, and he's standing on a fort, which gives him another 10, so he has 21. Annoying. What if I use Asbel? You'll do 20 minus 6, hit 78, hold on. Should I burn another Graph Caliber? Is Graph Caliber worth repairing? Oh, he only has 28 HP, really? Huh. $18 minus 6. That'll do 24. I kind of want to pick him up. Asbel might crit on the retaliation on the second hit, though. I didn't think about that. You know what? I would like to have the flame sword and everything. Am I gonna die if I don't have the flame sword? It is worth repairing? Okay. Screw it. Oh, see, he missed. Oh, he would have been in perfect capture range if you hadn't missed there, Asbel. So thanks for that. We got the double speed level up, even though he's already capped his speed now. Nope. This isn't Blazing Blade, so I think you can live without the flame sword, but it would be sick to have. I don't know, this game really likes its flame swords. From my understanding. We're just gonna put Asbel down all nice and safe and sound. And then Fergus, let's see. You'll do 29 minus 21 times 4. So you'll kill. And then I think you'll only do 4. You know what, I don't. Oseen gives me Muscle Man vibes from Regular Show. God, I haven't watched a Regular Show in forever. You know, it would have been nice to capture this guy, but like I kind of want to prioritize going and like getting that village. So it looks like we can go through here. So I'll just maybe send Fergus up there like that to go absolutely slaughter this thief. It would be nice to capture him. Okay, I have faith that Nana can survive one hit from a ballista. I didn't actually check if she could, but I have faith that she can. Okay, wait, hold on. She has 23 health. The ballista will do 21. Yeah, she's fine. I can trade. She's holding 2 heal staves. I can trade one on to Asbel in case of emergency. And then Finn, I want you to use your luck ring. Go ahead and gobble that up. I didn't check, but I refuse to believe otherwise. I mean, she's got enough HP. I guess I brought Shiva for some reason. Not sure why I did that, but okay. I'll take it. Oh, what? Oh, wait, okay, oh my god, okay, sorry. Yeah. I don't know if he dies canonically. Sorry, okay, I thought that Cain was Fergus there for a second, and I was like, oh my god, how is he doing that much to Fergus, who has 11 defense and is standing on a tile that gives him plus 10 defense? I didn't realize it was Cain, so I thought that he was about to die, but it's fine, he's only in the range of one of them. I don't think Finn dies canonically. I think he just kind of like disappears into the ether, never to be seen again, and then shows up 5 years later and nobody knows what he was doing or where he was going. That thief is so gonna destroy that house. Are you kidding me? Only has a 50% chance to move, just get lucky? Yeah, right. Like that was ever gonna happen for me. Okay, yeah, so you have 5 Ballistae uses left. And you have 6. Did you not hit anybody? Oh wait, no, you're not gonna be able to, whatever. Okay. Right now, I guess we're just trying to get Nana's, stave rank up. I don't know what else to do with her. Okay. Start moving Karin up, I guess. Use the Wrath manual on her, so she has Wrath now as a skill. Is that going to be useful? I actually don't know. I just did it on a whim. I have a feeling at least one of these guys is probably going to aim for Fergus instead of Dagdar, because he's got, like, 12. He's only got, like, 11. Oh, actually, both of these guys can hit Fergus, but they're only going to hit him once, because he doesn't have a cost. Alright, whatever, I'm happy. Alright, we already read this. I didn't cross the line, though, so this is just them. This is just when they're supposed to come out, right? Yeah, we're at, like, turn 4. It's like turn 4 or after you cross the red line, and then they leave. They start to leave on turn 6. So that's why you don't want to cross the line. Because they, like, if they show up earlier, you have to deal with them for longer. I did not realize that 3 Ballistae were gonna be able to hit him. It's probably good that a couple of them missed, or they all missed, I guess. Oh good, the thief didn't move. No, wait, no, he did. Oh, great. Who the fuck made this game? Fuck that, dude. The thief destroyed the village, so fuck my rescue stave. This guy vigor starred, so fuck me there, I guess. And Alwyn and Fred came out. So, like, what am I even doing? Why am I even here? Alright, how do we deal with this? And we still have... You still have 4. You have 5. And I don't know what other Ballistae you got hit by this guy. And you have 9 now. Okay. Well, I guess we just go down, because there's no point in trying to fucking get that guy. I mean, I could capture him, I guess, and I could get his rapier, but, like, this guy seems kind of dangerous. I don't know if I want, like, a 16 con... 26 attack, 10 defense, Draco Knight just hanging around to come get me. So maybe Fergus? Apply Bow Dagdar to problem area. Can he get over there quickly enough? He'll do 29 minus 10. And he'll only hit once. So he'll do 19. I mean, that's probably like a decent solution. See, the reason I don't want to necessarily be doing like a capture with Fergus here is that he's gonna have to pick the guy up, and he's gonna be in range of 3 Ballistae, and he's gonna be weighed down by holding the guy. If he was 1 speed faster, he would kill. Sad. I thought he needed to be 4 attack speed faster to double. He has a cost. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Maybe I could... Can Karin do any damage? I could maybe... I mean, Fergus, I think, is the better option here. He's sturdier, he has the brave thingy. But getting an experience point on Karin just to style on this loser would be funny. So, like... Well, let me make sure she can go somewhere safe. She's definitely gonna be able to canto out of range of that guy. Oh yeah, she just needs to be, like, on the river, I think. Yeah. On or on the other side of the river. Was that a complete waste of javelin? Yeah. Do I care? No. Do you heal if you stand on the forts in this game, or am I thinking of, like, later Fire Emblem games where I'm allowed to do that shit? Do-do-do-do. Fergus is definitely becoming a Meow Meow. I'm going to assume that these guys don't move. They don't. Appears to know. Okay. You do- wait, what did I do? Okay, to make sure that this guy is wasting a Ballistae use, I think I'm gonna plant Dhalsim over here. Why would that not be a feature? What did I say? I've already forgotten. You do heal on forts? Oh, okay. You don't heal- okay. You heal on castles in genealogy and churches, but they don't have, like, forts like they do here. Because I figure that fort is, like, right in the range of at least 1 ballista. Oh no, it's not, like, perfectly placed, but it's pretty well placed. You're wrong, just admit it, move on. Well, I mean, I didn't say you couldn't, I was wondering if you could. But, like, they don't have, like, a fort tile like they do here in genealogy. It's either, like, the castles, which you do heal on, or, like, the churches, and it costs money in those games, for the record. Stop arguing semantics. I will argue semantics all fucking day. I'm so good at it, okay? In another life, I could have been a lawyer. Maybe I'll just, like, throw Dhalsim up there to take out those Lance losers. Because, I mean, like, is this guy even gonna do anything to him? 21 minus 14. Seven, yeah. He'd survive a few hits. Castles are not forts. This is a relevant semantics discussion. Thank you for backing me up, Poison Parfait. Yeah, yeah. Screw you, thieves. Like, what's Dawson's? Yeah, he's 12. So 21 minus 12 is... Because he's not always going to be standing on a forest tile. 9. So he'll do 9. And Dawson has how many? 31. So he can go a couple of rounds before he gets just demolished. Javelins might be worth stealing. Oh yeah, these guys can't do anything to him. See, here's my thing, is like, whenever the capture... Like, I think the capture mechanic is an interesting idea, but then I'm like, do I really want to, like, mess around with that, or do I just want to kill these guys and move on with my life? You know what I mean? Also, is the music a little bit louder for you guys today? I tried boosting it a little bit, because, like, every time I watch back the stream VODs, I'm like, that feels too quiet. I tried turning it up a bit. I'm like, because, like, I can't hear how loud it is. I'm relying on everybody else. Okay, so are they gonna... Lightning sword? Jeez. It's very quiet? Okay, great. She has a dire thunder. So it said that they would start retreating at the start of turn 6. It's turn 6. Okay, should I turn the music up or not? See, I kind of want to, like, take out this Ballistae with Fergus. Just, like, right now. Right here, right now. But also, I'm scared that they're gonna come attack me. I don't care either way. Okay. Where's this thief going? Is he gonna cross down through here? He has to, right? He can't go this way. So he has to come down here. I could capture him with Fergus when he comes down here. See, I'm worried that they won't start retreating next turn. And they'll attack me if I move Ferguson to take out this Ballista. $30 minus 11. $19. That's for you to decide. Okay, hold on. Is it sufficiently loud for your ear holes now? I've been playing with it for, like, I feel like every stream I'm, like, not happy with the music volume levels, but I never, like, change it, or I change it very minusculely. I feel like I had it, like, really good when I was, like, playing Fire Emblem Fates, and then, like, the different programs all do different things. What if I use an iron sword instead? $21 minus 11, that's 10? So 20? Nah. I don't want to, like, wear out the Brave Sword on this, but, I mean, the Ballistae are annoying. It's still quiet, but I also have my phone volume. Okay, is it quiet? Like, how is it compared to my voice? I'm never happy with the voice volume. Yeah. I feel like I'm always, like, peaking out my voice volume. I've actually started, like, sitting further from the microphone so it would do it less. You're loud as hell, great. You know, whatever. We'll roll with it. Alright, we're just gonna hope that Fred, like, leaves instead of attacking Fergus here. And I just realized that because I killed him, Dagdar is now not in range of any Ballistae. So, he's not helping. I'm trying to look at all of the... Okay, so there's like a lot of Ballistae on this map. Whatever, we'll just end it and see what happens. I can delay no longer. Fort Dundrum must be warned of this invasion. General Largo, I'll return with every able-bodied soldier I can find. You have my word. Alright, now I'm hoping that Fred leaves instead of attacking me. That's the main concern, currently. Oh, see, and you mean Dundrum, right? Okay, she's leaving. Okay, they're both leaving, good. Now how do I want to approach this? Oh my god. Okay, we gotta get Fred out of the way of these Ballistae, which sucks because I wanted to capture that thief loser, but he also really can't stand up to another round of taking like 3 Ballistae to the face. So I feel like I need to get Nana over here. Maybe I'll put Dagdar in the way of at least one of these guys so that they can burn a couple shots on him. I just realized I don't think I saved, so hopefully this doesn't go like horribly wrong for me. At least Alwyn and Fred are leaving. Nobody wanted them here anyway. This guy's got 2 shots left. See, I feel like so many of my units, I'm just like, okay, and then you guys are gonna wait over here and do nothing. Maybe I could get Lithus moving over there. Okay, how much do you... You have 2 defense and 22 HP. You have 21. So Lithus can survive one of these shots. Should have brought better units. I mean, like, here's the thing, is, like, this was always going to happen because a lot of these units just don't have very high defense. So it's like, okay, and then you sit here until the Ballistaes are all done, and then we'll figure it out. At least we got the village with Karin. That was pretty sweet of her. Of course, you're going for Lithis. Oh, good, he dodged. So, Poison Parfait, what are you playing on Sundays now that you're done with Thracia? Or are you just not doing Sundays anymore? Hello, Louie man, what's up? I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I cut off all my hair last week. So, you know, I've never had hair this short before, but I think I look bomb. What else did I do? I made an AMV. Cringe. Okay, hold on. Fergus has 10 move. I don't know how much the forest will reduce it. 2, 3. See, what if I captured with Nana? You don't sound proud of it. Oh, I mean, I'm excited that I made it. I just don't know if it's ever getting posted publicly. I'll take a break from Emblem with that Into the Breach, and then probably Ike Gaming. What is Into the Breach? Oh, I can definitely move Fergus out of the way of these Ballistae, probably. I'll try healing with... Wait. Wait, no, what's hitting? Whatever. We'll heal with Nana. Oh, anyways, yeah, no, I'm happy that the AMV got done, because I was... Into the Breach is a roguelike Emblem, but with robots, and the enemies perfectly telegraph their moves. I've never played it yet. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, it was a Devil May Cry AMV. I guess it's a GMV, whatever. Let's see. You'll do... That'll probably capture. Yeah, on Monday, I was just, like, possessed with a creative verve to do it. And I was like, oh, what song? Ruthless by Something Corporate, if you've ever heard it. I don't gather that it's a very popular song or a very popular band, because, you know, I was just thinking about it. God, I just physically recoiled? Really? Oh, do you hate it that much? I'm sorry for your lack of taste, I guess. Need to see it, I'm kidding, although I wouldn't mind seeing it, but it's up to you. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I ever want to release this because it's kind of cringe, but I will talk about it. Oh wait, no. Wait, trade. Thief. Take his rapier and his stamina drink. And again, I don't think I saved at the start of this turn, so... No, I'm joking, I've never heard of that band. Yeah, they're, like, old, from, like, the 2000s. And then I think, like, the lead singer went off on a solo project called Jack's Mannequin, which I also really enjoy. Fergus is in danger, is he really? 2000s isn't old. Poison Parfait, I hate to break it to you, but the 2000s was 25 years ago. Is Fergus in danger? Oh, I didn't realize that was marking his defense down. Well. 25 ain't old, it ain't young either. No, he's only getting hit by one ballista. And the ballista will do 22 minus 6 now. Yeah, 6. I think Fergus is fine. Even though I'm 24, I now feel old. Thanks, V. Hey, how do you think I feel? Oh, why was I moving Lithus over here? Okay, Dalston, like, not being able to, like, hit this guy is getting really annoying. Then what's 100 years ago? 1925? And the 60s was 60 years ago? Isn't that wild? I mean, 30 is ancient and 40 is prehistoric. I'm just saying, like, in terms of, like, your lifespan, 25, not really that old. In terms of, like, time passing, 25, that's a lot of years. Oh, the 40s prehistoric. I think if you're 100, then you're crumbling to dust. I guess. I don't know. Oh, that guy has a physics stave. Anyways, yeah, so the song is Ruthless by Something Corporate. It came on my Spotify, and I was like, oh, I bet I could make a DMC3 AMV out of this. And so then I did. It was fun. I'm not kidding. It was like Monday night at like 11:30 p.m. and I was just like, I want to make an AMV. And I was like, I'm an adult. I have places to be in the morning. I cannot sit here and make an AMV all night. No, it's not my first AMV. We don't need to talk about the rest of them. Okay, the last time I'd made an AMV was when I was like 12. Okay, I made Pokemon AMVs with like stolen fan art because I was 12 and I didn't know any better. And a couple of years ago, I like grew a conscience and I was like, oh, I should delete those. And I no longer have access to the account that I uploaded them on. So, yeah. They're still there. Oh, you're fucked, I know. Okay, this guy's run out of Ballistae hits finally, which means that somebody else can help Dalston out in kicking these guys' butts. Maybe Ocean can do it. The problem is Dalston is, like, not hitting the broadside of a barn right now. Yeah. Fun fact, that was when I started using this username too, so it's under this username. It's actually really, like, easy to find. I was really pissed off too, cause now I can't use the YouTube account with this username for my YouTube stuff. I had to make a new one. But I am content in knowing that nobody else can ever use it either. Shakes, I know. I remember that was like right after, I made that account like right after Google bought, or like right before Google bought out YouTube, like way back in the day. And at the time, you didn't need to have an email associated with your YouTube account, you just had the username and the password. And so I didn't, and then Google bought YouTube, and I had to associate a username, like an email with the username. And so I didn't, so I just made up one. I just like made up a username to go with it. Or I made up an email to go with the username, and the reason I can't access it anymore is like YouTube used to tell you if you input the username what email was associated with it. And if I wrote it down somewhere, I don't have it anymore. And I tried logging into it, but now you have to know the email, and I don't remember the email. And I had like 10 different YouTube accounts when I was that age. So I had like a bunch of different emails that were all like weird variations on things, and I can't figure out which one it was, or even like if the ones I've tried worked, they didn't. And so I like wasn't, I did this for like 4 hours one night when I was in college, because I was like, I feel really bad that I have like these like AMVs with like a bunch of stolen fan art just like hanging out on a YouTube channel. I should take those down. And so I tried really hard and I couldn't figure out what email it was, and Google does not have like actual help. Yeah, YouTube's pretty bad. But Google doesn't have like actual help. Like there's no like, you can't like call someone and be like, hey, this is my account, but I don't remember the email, like, can you help me out? Because Google doesn't have any like support staff. You're just fucked if you don't know. And like, if you try and find a number to call, they will just send you down an endless rabbit hole of help pages on Google. So that wasn't going anywhere. And so I was like, you know what? Like, the only way these are getting taken down at this point is if somebody, like, copy strikes them and YouTube takes them down for me. Which I would actually be okay with if somebody wanted to go, like, copy strike those and, like, take them down. Because I can't, like, I genuinely, like, I don't know how I would go and take them down at this point. Like, they're just there. I know one of them actually, I think, got taken down already because I used like a was it Coldplay? I used like a Coldplay song. So obviously that got like immediately pegged by YouTube's like auto copy detection. All right, let's start moving everybody. But yeah, the rest of them are like, who cares? I did find out that something corporate lets people use their songs on YouTube. You just can't monetize them, which my YouTube account isn't monetized anyways, so, you know, that's fine. I didn't do this for the money. I did this for me. Oh, how 11 to 12 years ago? Yeah, I don't even remember, like, when exactly those were, I was putting those out, but... I mean, I had fun. I used Windows Movie Maker for those ones. And you can tell. I don't have, like, good, like, video editing software even now. I was using like Shotcut or something, or like OpenShot, whatever it is. And my computer's not that good, so the editing is very basic on the DMC one, but I used all game footage, so I didn't steal anything from anybody, unless you count the song, but they let you use it on YouTube as long as you don't monetize, so... What if we just like had Karin kill this guy? This is exactly what I would do if I were to use a song, not monetize the video, plus that's just simple respect. Not doing that is just terrible. Yeah. Or like what they tend to do is like, they let, like if it's monetized, they just take the money. Ooh, strength. Like if you make any money off of it, it just goes, like it doesn't go to you, it just goes to whoever copyright claimed it, which like, again, I don't, like, my channel isn't monetized anyways, so it doesn't bother me that I can't monetize things, because like, that was never the goal of the YouTube channel. The goal of the YouTube channel was just to have a place to, like, upload the stream VODs. And the goal of the stream VODs was always just because I wanted to play games. So, you know. Alright, Dawson, we're gonna try this one more time. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. I remember how I think you used to be able to play like 5 seconds of a song, but I'm not sure if that's still a thing or not. I think they let you go up to like 30 seconds. Because I was uploading like little snippets of the progress, and as long as they were like under about 30 seconds, YouTube didn't give me the copy claim. The goal was for everyone to see that Dhalsim can destroy Shiva. I'd ship that. Hold on, wait, are we cooking? Are we cooking, chat? Dhalsim and Shiva? I'm pretty sure once I saw a Higarushi AMV with Bad Guy by Billy. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do it anyways. There was like a trifecta. I don't know, a trifecta. All of my musical taste comes from the fact that I used to watch a lot of AMVs in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. So there was a lot of like 2000s pop punk bands going on. Good times, really. Okay, that ballista still has 4, that one has 8, and this one has 10. I think we'll get Nana in here for a heal. Those older songs, yeah. There's a lot of like, oh my god. I don't even know. I probably still have like a... Interesting. Higurashi. It's the infamous horror anime with children dying based on visual novels. Interesting. I think Twitch thought you were trying to do a slur there, but I don't think that's what you were doing. I've never heard of that, yeah. Well, I don't necessarily want that term to be permitted all of the time, Twitch, but like, it's clear that they were just doing a phonetic pronunciation and not trying to do a slur. Dante's moving, is he? Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the Izeri EP. Yeah, I've been thinking, I really want to get another cat. I want to get like a little fluffy white cat, and I want to name him Nero, but I also don't want to get a cat right now, because, I need to get like a job. I don't know. I feel like in Japanese, you usually pronounce the A with like an ah, so hi, ha, whatever. Oops. Take this loser's javelin. Oh, Ronan, you beautiful soul. Okay, my only concern is that this guy will like hurt Ronan very badly. 12 minus 4 is, what, 8? Also the fact that the Japanese don't use certain letters of the alphabet. Yeah, they don't have, like, a C. It's he as in Michael Jackson. He. It's pronounced like 2 E's. Okay, I don't know Japanese. I don't know if you know this. Like, just because I play Fire Emblem does not make me a weeb. And the fact that I used to watch AMVs, I used to be a weeb. But you know. We don't need to drag me for my inability to pronounce words in a language I don't speak, okay? Like I get it. I'm a scum of the earth English-speaking American, and we all need to shame me for that. You made an AMV or official. It's technically a GMV. Wow. I can get best viewers on website.com. Oh, sorry, .rush.ru. I watch a bit of anime, but I'm definitely I will cop to the fact that I used to be a total weeb. It was bad, okay? But I'm reformed now. I haven't watched an anime. Actually, that's a lie. I watched the Devil May Cry anime, but I haven't watched another anime other than that since like 2019. And it was Yuri on Ice. And I only watched it because okay, this is actually funny. I watched Yuri on Ice Because, what did you think of the new DMC, Louis, man? Just the new DMC Netflix show. Just curious, because I have thoughts. I watched Yuri on Ice because I got the release date of Fire Emblem Three Houses wrong. I was up by a day, and so I had nothing else. I had just packed up my apartment, so I had, like, my computer and, like, nothing else unpacked, and I was expecting to be able to play Three Houses that day, and it didn't come out until the next day, so obviously I didn't have it, and so I watched Yuri on Ice because I needed something to do. What about Love Live? Okay, yeah. Poison Parfait showed me Love Live. That's fair. I'm just gonna leave Ronan here, actually. Anyways, yeah, no, Louis, man, I'm curious your thoughts on the DMC Netflix show. I have thoughts myself. I shared them like 2 weeks ago when I watched it for the first time, but I don't think you were here, so. You seem like the kind of person who watched Fairy Tail when you were younger. I did not watch that one, actually. I watched, I had a friend who was really into that one. But I never personally watched it. My first anime was Bleach, actually. And I only started watching Bleach and started my whole weeaboo arc because, like, my best friend in middle school was, like, really into anime, and I, like, didn't watch anime at the time. And we had, like, a class together. We had, like, gym class together. And our gym class was basically this, like, hey, go outside and walk around on a track and talk to your friends. And she and another girl were talking about Bleach. And I was like, ah, shit, like, I have nothing to talk about with these guys. So I was like, okay, like, I'll watch Bleach, and then we'll have something to talk about. And that's why I started watching anime. It was okay, in my opinion. They got a few things wrong, and some things I straight up disagree with, but it was watchable. It wasn't awful, but yeah, Season 2 already looks like an improvement. I hate the Netflix anime so much, actually. And I hate it in part because I found out that Adi Shankar is, like, weirdly conservative. And so, like, initially, I thought the whole, like, demons are just, like, demons are an allegory for, like, Middle Eastern refugees. I thought it was just clumsily handled, and then I found out that he, like, went to Trump's inauguration and, like, had, like, Asmongold, like, cameos in, which I don't know anything about Asmongold, so I didn't recognize him when I was watching. Yeah, he, like, went to Trump's inauguration and had Asmongold cameos, and I was like, oh, I think he might just actually be being serious about the we need to keep refugees out narrative, and I was like, I don't like that in my Devil May Cry. It's not comfy. I won't give spoilers for those. Sorry, I will give spoilers for those who haven't seen it, because I think nobody should watch it. Okay, I'll say this, especially with one certain bit with Dante. The fact that Dante is, like, in a third of the show and it's supposed to be about him is what pissed me off. Like, not the only thing that pissed me off, but, like... Oh, God. There was a bit really early on in the show, it was, like, episode 2 or 3, maybe, where Dante is, like, handcuffed and demons attack, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do a really cool action scene where Dante's gonna jump in there, and even though he's handcuffed, he's gonna, like, kick ass, because, you know, that's the kind of thing that he would do. And then I was, like, waiting for it to happen. I was like, okay, yeah, this is the part where Dante's gonna jump in, and he's gonna be handcuffed, but he's still gonna be, like, in the action scene and fighting and everything, and then he just sits there, and Lady does all of the fighting, and then it's over, and he's still handcuffed, and he doesn't do anything. And I was like, why am I watching this? Eventually Netflix will make a shitty adaptation of every piece of pop culture ever. I saw Adi Shankar already got an Assassin's Creed one, apparently. Actually, now I have to say this. Why is Lady's Language, like, reboot Dante? Right? Yeah, no, she, like, swears all the time. Like, they've already fucked up the live-action FMA. Okay, like, can we talk about how Netflix's entire industrial complex seems to be making live-action adaptations of animes and then making animes of video games? Like, why are they doing that? It's like everything that was getting recommended to me from Netflix was like a live action remake of an anime, or it was like that guy wasted his physics save and I'm pissed about that, or it was like a video game at being adapted into an anime. Like, do they not have anything better to do? Also, Dante could have told, right? Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, I mean, me and Netflix are, like, Netflix to me feels like it's just like turning into like an abusive relationship where they fucked up the Avatar: The Last Airbender anime, not anime, the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action, and then I'm like, I know that they mishandle the things I love, and yet I keep coming back. I ended up rooting for the White Rabbit halfway through. Me too! No, I was actually, like, I was watching with some friends, and we got to the part where, like, Lady's whole crew just, like, gets slaughtered, and we were, like, actively cheering for the White Rabbit to kill these people, because they were so boring and, like, lame. Like, at least the White Rabbit was doing something interesting, and not just, like, screaming exposition at me. Oh, I also saw the other reason why I'm not hopeful for season 2 is that Adi Shankar has apparently posted on Twitter all about how Virgil is like secretly a hero and was always right. And that like genuinely pissed me off because I was like, how do you misunderstand Virgil's character this badly? Like it's like egregious. I was watching, yeah, I was like, if I hadn't been watching it with a friend, like friends, I would have turned it off at like episode 4 because I was just boring. Alright, I think we're good on this turn. Sorry for everyone in the chat who like doesn't know anything about DMC and doesn't care, but this is my current hyperfixation and I'm gonna talk about it. Meanwhile, Dante is the main attraction of this stream. Oh, thanks. Cat Dante is quite cute. Did he move again? I think he moved again. If you put up with me talking about Devil May Cry, I'll go pet his belly, okay? You want me to pet his belly? As an apology for talking about Devil May Cry this entire time while we're playing Thracia? I mean, I don't really know what to say about Thracia right now. We're really just waiting for these Ballistae to wear themselves out. Hold on, I'll go give him a quick belly pet for everybody who's only watching for Dante right now. There you go. Seems like he'd root for Kefka, Sephiroth, Ashnard, Grima, Mantroy, and various other straight-up evil dudes, yeah. Also, mini hot take, I think I absolutely love Johnny Young Bosch. He's one of my favorite childhood voice actors, but I can't see him being Dante, only Nero in terms of DMC. Yeah, I think it was a miss for them to pick. I mean, I have a lot of grievances, but like, if you're gonna recast Dante, which fair, could you pick a character who, like, could you pick a voice actor who's not already playing a main character in the series? Like, he did a great job. Like, I have no hate for any of the voice actors, because, like, you know, they just do their job, you know. And they did a great job. I think the voice direction was good on the show. But did they have to pick the guy who played Nero so that all I'm hearing is Nero the entire time? Ruben Langdon. I mean, they replaced Dan Southworth as well, so... Like, they didn't just... They replaced, like, everyone. I think they replaced Lady, too. I think she had a different voice actor originally. They've changed voice actors for the ladies, I think, before, too. Oh my god, Karin. Now we're gonna have to waste another physics save use on this guy. They replaced Virgil. But only it's not as egregious because Virgil's only in the show for like a minute, even though he was like a huge part of the marketing, because they know we all wanted to see Virgil. They know we're all Virgil simps in the chat, okay? I really think that Dan Southworth is like irreplaceable as Virgil, because like his slightly nasally voice just like really sells the like this is secretly a giant dork aspect of Virgil's entire character. Anyways, yeah, no, but yeah, Adi Shankar being like, Virgil is actually the good guy and totally right about everything. He also argued that Mundus was actually right, or like justified or something. He doesn't seem to like Sparta very much, which is interesting. But yeah, he was like, Virgil was secretly right the entire time, and his goals make total sense, and he's secretly a hero, and I was like, okay, so you, like, clearly don't understand Virgil's character, because, the entire point of his character is that he's, like, really wrong, actually. And it kind of, like, ruins his entire life for, like, a hot minute. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. Ronan is he's just struggling, but I'm gonna keep using him anyways. It's okay, buddy. You'll get a level. You'll get a level out of it. Didn't strength up. That's fine. Oh, let's go. I love the voice actors, some of my favorites being obviously Johnny. I like Roger L. Jackson as Plasma, and I'm a Scream fan, and obviously Kevin Conroy. Okay. Right, he did the Vice President, yes? The Dick Cheney allegory. I'm actually curious if they've already filmed season 2. Yeah. He's Dick Cheney. If you're not familiar with US politics, the Devil May Cry anime decided that it was gonna, like, critique Bush and Dick Cheney for some reason. He's very clearly Dick Cheney. Animated, well, recorded, I guess, for the voice. That's his name! Dick Cheney! Dick Cheney was the vice president under, W. Bush during the 2000s at 9/11. Like, that's, like, he's very obviously a Dick Cheney allegory. Like, it's like painfully obvious if you know anything about US politics from that era. Like, I'm not kidding, that's his name. His name is Dick Cheney. Is that not... Oh, like the character? Yeah. Well, I don't remember his name in the show ever. That's pretty niche knowledge. What, American politics in the 2000s? Sorry, I'm British. Yeah. Well, good for you. I wish, you know, I wish I was there. Oh, what does that mean? Feel free to come, we're all friendly and full of sarcasm. Yeah, I actually spent like 2 weeks in London, like 10 years ago now. I loved, like, genuinely, like, I adored London. I was like, if I could actually, like, live there, I would do it in a heartbeat. Oh, water bottle in a British accent. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I guess we'll hit... I didn't even realize that Ronan wasn't dealing any damage to this guy, but... Water bottle. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and do a fake British accent, because I'll just embarrass myself, but did he even get experience from that? Everyone knows it's a bottle of water. Oh my god. Y'all are terrible. We can't alienate the British too much. They are a sizable proportion of my viewership, apparently. There's at least 2 of them that have been in the chat, isn't it? Oh god. Wow, I thought that would give me way more experience. She has like a magic stat, right? Yeah, okay. I think we're down to just these southern Ballistae that I need to worry about, which aren't going to be able to reach Karin. I think I want to move Dagdar right here, so he can start tanking these. And then finally we can move our guys in. Karin freezes finally, yeah. I wouldn't mind if, as I can take a joke, and as I said, we're full of sarcasm. I like British humor. I like the dry wit. Glad you said you'd visit here in a heartbeat because it's genuinely a nice place to live, in my opinion. Yeah. Welcome to America, where if we think your accent is funny, we'll butcher it to hell. Yep. Okay, I was gonna say, I hope both of these guys don't hit all 4. Oh, that one only has 19. Okay. I should probably actually, like, check that before I, like, get somebody killed. Okay, you have 17, so you'll do 9 to Karin if you hit her. That makes me really want to stream again soon and just do a bunch of random British things just for the hell of it. Like, make tea. And I don't know what, make dried... What do British people do? Eat scones or whatever? Can I capture? I can. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize that you could capture if they just couldn't hit you. I thought they had to have no weapon equipped at all. But I got him with the bolting tom. Eat crumpets. Room temperature water and mushy peas. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me do a math real quick. So you'll do 19. Dagdar's currently got 10 plus 2, so 12. So 19 minus 12 times 2. So that guy at max can do 14. And this guy has 24. 24 minus 12 is 12. 12 and 12 is 24. So the max they'll be able to do is 38 if they hit all 4 shots. Dagdar's max HP is 43, so we should be fine. Siege tomes are specifically the exception. I think that makes sense. Complain about the weather. Also have a lion. Make tea, bed, and breakfast crumpets, although we don't always do that. And we have a funny accent. Let's get these guys moving. I kind of wanted Ocean to get a level 2, because then he would be 10, so I could promote him if I needed to. I'm feeling a wee bit peckish. But yeah, no, London was really beautiful as a city. Do I remember most of that trip? It's been 10 years. I had a lot of fun. Okay, I had a lot of fun because I was rediscovering the fact that I'm not that afraid of heights. So, I got to go on the London Eye with, it was a class trip, so like with my classmates, we're all on the London Eye, and like the people who were terrified of heights were like at the benches in the middle, like huddled down, like terrified, and I was like bending over, and I was like, oh look, Big Ben! I may stream tomorrow just to chat randomly, that's fun. We'll hold on, how much room? Karin does not have any room, so we'll need to hand off all this guy's stuff to somebody else. Let's see, Solfina's got a couple slots free. The London, yes. Oh god. You're not even American, Poison Parfait. Which actually, the clock isn't that big. It's only like 3 stories high. Oh, Ronan, you beautiful soul. Why do you have so many Vigor stars? Like, Ronan confuses me. The American dream, if I work hard, I can do anything. British dream, extra 15 minutes. You know what, maybe I am British. I don't know. Because that sounds pretty good to me. Is this really all the Ballistae left on the map? Imagine if Big Ben was just a broken digital clock hung up on a wall by the court. Oh god, when I was actually in college, they put in like a giant LED screen on like, and oh god, it was so bad. They put up a giant LED screen and a clock tower, and the clock was always wrong, and the LED screen did nothing but keep the people in the dorms right next to it awake all night. It was bad. It was like who decided to do this? Like, whose idea was this? And like, what were they smoking? I'm just like waiting to get like a heal stave miss again. Sometimes you just gotta ask those questions. Who did this and what were they smoking? Also in Britain we have good TV, or as we call it, telly. Tube, yeah. Okay. I haven't watched a lot of British shows, but the ones I have watched I've liked. One of my friends showed me Taskmaster, which, very enjoyable show. We watched, what, like season 13, I think? I don't remember. And then I really like the IT Crowd. I've seen that one. Taskmaster, it's so good! I haven't watched it in a while, but ain't that a marvel? What, Taskmaster? I think we'll do is we'll release this loser. And now we can start killing these Ballistae again. Oh, what time are you planning to stream tomorrow, Louis, man? Probably 1:30 p.m. or 2 p.m., 3 at the latest. I assume you mean in your time, not in this time. Taskmaster is a Marvel character, the character with the ability to mimic enemies. I don't know anything about Marvel. I'm not like a superhero girly. My hyperfixations are Devil May Cry and Fire Emblem, and that's pretty much it. I don't do anything else. If I'm not talking about Devil May Cry or if I'm not talking about Devil May Cry or Fire Emblem, I'm just sitting in a white room eating saltines and drinking ginger ale, I guess. It's a hard life, but somebody has to do it. I'm really nice, honestly, too nice sometimes. I will say, your take on the Devil May Cry anime was very nice, Louis Man. But yeah, if anyone's interested in that, check out Louis Man's stream tomorrow at whatever the equivalent of 3 p.m. UK time is in your equivalent time zone. Or 1:30 or 2 or 3. DMC's one of my... See, like, you get me, Louis Man. Oh, let's see. I could probably trade off... this heal save. I'll give her the physics save too, even though she can't use it. Let me think. I don't want to move anybody else up here to attack this guy, because Karin is gonna... Like, they're gonna have to go all the way back around or through the mountains, so... But yeah, I want to get a cat Nero. I hope that he can keep Dante company, because Dante doesn't have any cat friends right now. He just has a cat bully. The other cat we currently have in our household, like, viciously attacks him on sight, so they have to be separated. So he doesn't have any cat friends right now. Have you watched the series with Rod Gilbert? That one's my favorite. Of Taskmaster? I don't think so. I think I only watched like season 13 and then parts of season 1. I'm calling them seasons, not series. Sorry. My American is showing. He needs a cat. I know! I haven't done it because he's usually like right now, he's like somebody's always home, so he's not lonely. But yeah, when I move, he's gonna need a cat friend. I'll never forgive Netflix for canceling I'm Not Okay With This. I'm not familiar with that one. What is that? Point of strength, baby. Let's go. Okay, how many more Ballistae uses do you have? 1. None. Why do you have 1 left? But you don't have any. Alright, Karin. Let's start whittling away at this guy. If I name the British shows I like to- Oh, Karin, let's go! We'd be here for a while. I imagine you know a lot more than I do, yeah. It's a show loosely based on Carrie by Stephen King. Oh, okay. I'm not like super familiar with Stephen King, but I know a bit because I knew somebody in college who was like really into Stephen King. Watch, I'm gonna like exhaust the Ballistaes and they're gonna be like, send out the reinforcements, and I'm just gonna get like absolutely blasted by like 45 cavalry units all coming out all at once. I liked Pet Sematary, but it also makes me sad because I like animals. I enjoy Pet Sematary for the sole fact that the one guy is like such an idiot. Where it's like his son comes back as like a demon and he's like, ah, I know what the problem is. I just didn't bury him fast enough, and then he like brings his wife back or whatever. It's like, dude, come on. Okay, do these guys ever move or are they just gonna be here? Because if they're just gonna be here... I think the only British show I've ever watched apart from the Peter Capaldi season of Doctor Who was Little Britain. Never seen that one either. I watched a little bit of, like, what was it called? It was like British teenage boys in high school. It's like Outsiders? Othersiders? Something like that? A teenager navigates complexity of high school, family, and her sexuality while dealing with new superpowers. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay, I've seen Doctor Who, too. Mostly the new stuff. My mom was a huge Doctor Who fan growing up. My mom was like a weeb. Not a weeb, but like the British equivalent, I guess. She loved sci-fi. In-betweeners! That might be it. That sounds right. What were they smoking? I watched it happen one night from 1934 yesterday, and I'll be damned if everybody doesn't smoke constantly. It's crazy. It's barely acknowledged. They do it on the bus. Yeah, that's how America used to be, though, is like... people used to smoke, like, chimneys. Okay, these guys... They're not standing on any terrain, it looks like. Oh no, he has a fort. Never mind. I was looking in the wrong corner. Oh, let's see here. Ronan, could you get like a strength growth or something? I know that it's it's only a 15% shot, but I'd really appreciate it. Deep Cut, the Magician's Show fight. Is that British? I think I watched some of that. You'll have to really convince him with a scroll. I don't know if I have any scrolls that give like really good strength growths yet. Like I guess the one Karin has, but like I think it's better used on Karin right now. No, it's not British. I remember like seeing that Magician's Show at some point. How much I probably like half of an episode, if that. I have vague memories of it, but not like nothing concrete enough to tell you like what actually happens or like what anybody looked like or sounded like. It's so good. Okay, I believe you on that one. Okay, what if I just started using the Earth Sword? Oh, baby. We are in business. Let's go. I hope this doesn't trigger them to move. It's free to watch on the CW app from what I've heard since they took it off Netflix, God. I currently have a Netflix subscription because I bought one to watch the Devil May Cry anime that I wound up hating, so if anybody has any recommendations... Because the only thing I'm like, oh, I should, like, rewatch Gurren Lagann. And, like, maybe some trashy reality shows. Like... It would be a lot better if Dante were actually in it. You know what I mean? I kind of want to get Kane a little bit of experience. I think it'd be nice if Kane did something. Okay, Karin, what's your move now? 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. She does actually do damage. And Lady wasn't swearing in almost every sentence, and Dante not knowing he's half demon was wild. Sparta being like a deadbeat dad was also wild. Okay, like fun fact, when I was when I was watching it with friends, we got to the part where Sparta is a deadbeat dad came up, and one of my friends goes like, Sparta wasn't a deadbeat dad, was he? Didn't they have a line in Devil May Cry 5 where they talk about like him teaching or like him making them cry or something like that? And I like it was like a compulsion. They were like, didn't he have a line in Devil May Cry 5 where like they were talking about him like making them cry or something? And I swear to God, it was a compulsion. I just go, little Virgil crying in the corner because mommy got mad. I seem to recall you crying every time father raised his voice. And then I was like, and then it was dead silent. And I was like, do not look at me. Yes, I quoted that. I'm sorry. Yes, I know it that well. I love them a lot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what possessed me in that moment, but... Does this guy have a bolting or something? Okay, he doesn't. He just has thunder. There's like, I can quote whole things. I was at work and somebody was like, hey, do you know that Virgil line? And I was like, what Virgil line? And they're like, the power one. And I was like, ah, foolishness, Dante, foolishness. Might controls everything, and without power you cannot protect anything, let alone yourself. And they were like, yes, that one, thank you. And I was like, good talking to you. I had a coworker come into my office on, like, the other day, this week. And he's like, okay, you said that you know, like, a lot about Devil May Cry. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, let's do a trivia quiz. And I was like, I'm down. So we do a Devil May Cry trivia quiz. And the trivia quiz was wrong. And... one of the questions was, how many times do you fight Griffin in Devil May Cry 1? And I was like, 3. Because you fight all of them 3 times. Except for Phantom. You only have to fight him mandatorily twice, I believe. And then there's a 3rd optional fight. But all of them you fight 3 times. And he was like, that's not an option. It's either 2, 4, like, whatever or whatever. Not 3. And I was like, no, it's 3. But maybe I forgot one, so I guess we'll go with 4. And it was wrong, and they said 2, and I literally, like, I went to the wiki to make sure that I wasn't, like, talking out of my ass. I was like, no, it's 3. And, like, cited my sources, and he was like, okay, fine, you know what, I'm never gonna question your Devil May Cry knowledge ever again. And I was like, yeah, that's probably smart. It's foolishness, Dante, foolishness. Might controls everything, and without strength... Is it really strength, not power? Damn, I'm a fake fan. I guess they're counting the one inside Nightmare? No, because the right answer was 2. The quiz's right answer was you fight him 2 times. Which I was like, it's definitely not 2, because it's at least 3. Where was I don't know, actually. Because, I wasn't the one, like, proctoring the quiz. He was just, like, reading it aloud to me. No, I don't think it was Sporkle. I didn't actually, like, see the quiz. Now I want a quiz. There was actually one that we started on, but we were like, no, this is, like, a little too specific to just Devil May Cry 1. That was kind of fun. It had a lot of, like, really tricky questions, like, what was the last item Trish threw at Dante in the introduction scene? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's the motorcycle. That one was kind of fun, but we were like, no, we want something that's more like the whole series, you know? Okay, can Ronan actually hurt any of these guys? He can hurt that one, I guess. He can hurt this Ballistae guy, I think. Yeah. Oh my god. Why are they all standing on, like, avoid plus tiles? We could do a Sporkle Devil May Cry quiz after we're done with this chapter if chat really wants to. Oh, beautiful. Let's go, Dawson. Make sure not to run out of bows. Yeah, I actually don't know if I have enough bows to do bow things. I'll do one. I'm down. Let's go. Okay, Kane, what's your movement? You have 8. 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, we can yeet in and then yeet out. Wait, what question did you ask? What is the name of Nero's demon armed in DMC4? Oh yes, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's his devil bringer, right? My brain always mixes up the bringer and the breaker. But it's like, it's bringer in 4. Oh, I had the revelation the other day that I thought was kind of cute, that Nero's weapons are red queen and blue rose, red like Dante, blue like Virgil. Adorable. What is the name of the sword Dante uses in Devil May Cry 1? Well, which one? Because he uses a couple. He uses, I mean, he starts with Force Edge, but then he also gets Alistair, and then at the end he gets the Sparta sword, so it could be any one of those 3. The main primary sword, that doesn't... like he has a lot of them. Nope, Ronin's not gonna do shit. We'll do that. I mean, we could keep going. The only people who are not— oh, hello, Ocean. The only people who are not entertained by this are people who don't know anything about Devil May Cry and don't care. But, like, what is going on in this game right now that is, like, so necessary for me to discuss? We literally just spent 22 turns wearing out Ballistae uses. Like, what else has actually happened? Nothing. So, like, I'm good talking about Devil May Cry. Obviously, it wasn't until DMC2 that he got Rebellion. Yeah, I knew that part. But I mean, like, because I never used Force Edge when I played DMC1. You get Alistair, and then you use Alistair for the whole game. Until you get Sparta, and then you're not allowed to use Alistair anymore. Let's see. You can still use— you can, but nobody does, because he doesn't have any skills, right? Alistair has, like, air raid and stuff. I could use Shiva for something, maybe. He's kind of just here, right now. Helping out. Although I understand the quiz revolving around the whole series, some questions have to be about specific games. Yeah. Well, you can't use Force Edge after you get Sparta, because Force Edge turns into Sparta. But, you know. Oh, wait, you were saying you can still use Alistair? Yeah, but why would you? Other than, like, air raid. Alright, let's see. Maybe— do none of these guys move? Just these guys down here move? I guess these guys probably move too, but they're all kind of gated, I suppose. Do you guys have anything worth stealing, actually? I really should be paying attention to that. I could probably steal this guy's longbow. Maybe I'll do that. What's 23 minus 9? Is that lower than 17? 14, yeah. Unless he crits. If he crits, I don't care. I'm not resetting. Oh wait, no, it's 12. Anyone who says they never bought Air Hike is a complete liar. Agreed. Air Hike is like the most necessary upgrade. Well, you have to have it to get some of the blorbs, right? How do you unlock Artemis in DMC3? Oh, okay. So I forget the exact mission, but it's the one that has the 3 trials: the trial of skill, the trial of power, whatever, and the trial of wisdom, and you have to do all 3 trials, because if you do 1, nothing happens. If you do 2, it just unlocks the door, and then if you do 3, it unlocks Artemis, so. I've played DMC3 probably like 10 times in the last 6 months, so... And I just started a fresh save to get the yellow orb mode achievement, so I had to remember that I had to go get Artemis. Oh, let's go, Ronan. Attaboy. Even though I think he's one of the worst guns in the game, I remember correctly, unless I'm confusing with another weapon. I mean, whenever I play DMC3, I'm usually rotating between Ebony and Ivory and the Kalina Ann. I'm not usually using any other guns, because I think that Ebony and Ivory are the most fun. And, like, iconic, right? Actually, I have the most nerd rage bullshit about the poster for DMC Netflix Season 2 that I wasn't, like, 100% sure if I should post, because it was, like, that petty. I went to the point of doing every Fire Emblem quiz on Sporkle. How did you do? True or false, Kalina Ann is named after Lady's mother. I believe that's true. But yeah, in, like, the poster for the DMC Netflix Season 2, Dante is, like, holding a gun out. And it looks to me, based on, like, the coloring and the lighting of the poster, that he's holding Ebony. And that bothers me specifically, because he's holding the wrong gun in the wrong hand. Ebony is his left-handed gun, and Ivory is his right-handed gun. So he's holding Ebony, and that means that the engraving is actually swapped too, because if he was holding Ebony in his right hand, the thing that would be exposed to the camera is the For Tony Redgrave engraving, not the Ebony and Ivory, but the Ebony and Ivory is exposed. But the Ebony and Ivory would be exposed if he was holding Ivory. And then I was looking at the poster and I was like, is this just a lighting thing and he's actually holding Ivory? I don't know, so I didn't post that one, but I did notice it. Yeah, because I stared at his sword, or his guns, for like a long ass time, because I was doing something. True or false, Tony Redgrave was Dante's original name. Define original name. Yes, of course, doesn't understand it. I'm so sorry. This is like one of those things where it's like, this would only bother me. Like... If you mean his original name, as in, like, canonically within the canon of Devil May Cry, he was originally named Tony Redgrave, like, in universe, and then he changed it to Dante later, then that's false, because his name was Dante, and then he went by Tony Redgrave for a while, and then he switched back to Dante, as in it was the name given first by the developers before changing it. I want to say that's true. I don't know if the Redgrave part was part of it, but I believe the Tony part was, when it was originally Resident Evil 4. I think. That one's an interesting one. I'm actually not 100% sure. But I think it's true. Can Karin capture this guy? Theoretically, if she did damage, but she kind of doesn't, so. It is, well done, an early version of WoW. You said it before I even Okay, like, listen, like... like, this is what I mean when I say, like, I have a hyperfixation on Devil May Cry. It's not like I like Devil May Cry a lot, it's like, it's ruining my life, okay? I know too much about it. Alright, we'll just see how this goes. I didn't even think that this guy was gonna be able to hit Shiva. I hope he doesn't kill Shiva. Okay, we're good. Anyways, yeah, like we're at the point where I'm getting nitpicky about the, like, which gun he's holding in which hand and which engraving is showing on the Netflix Season 2 poster. Like we are so far gone. Okay, that's not gonna be enough. What about Dawson? I mean, I'm like that with Zelda, but not to that degree. To be fair, there's a lot fewer Devil May Cry games than there are Zelda games. What is the name of Virgil's gauntlet weapon? Beowulf. He even plays with it when he gets it, just like Dante. Let's see here. See, who can I capture? I guess we'll try capturing with Ocean. Not gonna be enough. He has to show it off, exactly. Okay, Dante and Beowulf, I didn't realize this until I was trying to do the triple S rank Beowulf Combat Educator and Mission whatever. The one with the cubes that you have to jump up. But I didn't realize that Dante and Virgil actually had different Beowulf movesets in Devil May Cry 3, but they do. I'm doing a lot for this longbow, just for the record. 16 minus 12. Fuck, dude. Reminds me of the whole actually thing if anyone gets anything wrong. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, and Dante's Beowulf moveset is actually a lot harder, I think. And Dante, I love how Dante's gauntlet weapons are always a lot more punchy and Virgil's are always a lot more kicky. Oh, so fun. When was CR Devil May Cry 4? What do you mean, like, CR? What is that like a mobile game or something? That I don't know about? If you're talking about the special edition of Devil May Cry 4, that was 2015. And I remember because that's around the time I got into Devil May Cry, and it was like new, like right when I was getting into Devil May Cry. And that's actually part of the reason why I didn't buy or play it for a really long time, was because a creepy guy bought it for me. There we go. It's this one. Okay, good. You can use the longbow. Thank God. I want to wear out the iron bow before I use the longbow, because, tell me you don't know. Okay, like, I know that there's, like, a lot of, like, little, like, gotcha, pawn, pachinko, whatever the fuck, because Capcom does that kind of thing. I don't know about those, okay? We're talking, like, mainly main series. Like, I don't know anything from Peak of Combat, because I never played Peak of Combat, because the servers are shutting down, so, like, why would I start? Unless, wasn't there like a mobile version of Devil May Cry 4 that came out that, like, was terrible? It's a pachinko game. Yeah, I don't know anything about the pachinko games. A tiny part of me thinks V and myself are just gonna start correcting each other if we get the slightest shit wrong. I would correct you gently if it happened. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. Followed by the updated version P, Devil May Cry 4, Out of Limit. Yeah, like, I don't care about the pachinko games. Like, those can just do whatever they want to do, I guess. Shiva, buddy. I feel like I need to get I feel like legally obligated to get everybody up to at least level 10 by the end of this fight. And I don't know why. Let's see if I can get Kane a kill. Hold on, you have 8 move, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You might actually be in range of these guys, and I don't want to trigger them to move, so we'll move you closer. Do we talk about the reboot? I actually don't hate the reboot, but I don't love the reboot either, so we can talk about the reboot if you want. How hard is it to level someone up in this game? Not hard at all. It's really just, like, the main thing is just how you allocate your experience to your different units. But, like, actually physically leveling them is not difficult at all. I could send somebody back to the arena and basically do it for free if I wanted, but eh. Alright, let's see. Can I get Kane a level off of this guy? But yeah, I actually don't hate the Devil May Cry reboot. Especially now that we have Devil May Cry 5. So, like... yeah, it sucked, but we got Devil May Cry 5 at least. Oh, Kane. Buddy. I want to use you so bad. Alright, what are these guys packing? Armor Slayer? Okay. Good thing I checked. Long Lance. Long Lance. Rider's Bane. Okay, so just don't stick a cavalry or an armor unit right there. Or do, actually. Kane needs more gloves for breakfast. Truly, we're not feeding him enough. I'll move Asbel a little bit closer. I want to trigger these calves, because then I don't think anything else except for those guys down there moves. Do 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 do. Oh my god, Dawson is doubling. That's so sad for these guys. He should not be doing that. Okay, this is gonna be a dumb question, but does anybody, like, know how far into the stream we were when I went on that Ebony and Ivory rant? Like, how many minutes ago that was? Because, like, I've never heard myself out loud, and I'm kind of curious how it sounds now. Breakfast with glove keeps a man's health above. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Kane, can I get you... Couldn't tell you? It's fine. I'll look it up later. Twitch will let me scroll back through the chat and it'll tell me, like, the timestamp associated with when a chat message was sent, so I just need to look for everybody being like, I think you need to go to bed, V. Okay, this is the one with the Rider's Bane. What do you have? You have a longsword. I actually wouldn't hate getting the Rider's Bane. And the Armor Slayer. Oh wait, how much do you weigh, sir? 9? Can I not kidnap people on horses? You can't capture them though? Well then what am I paying them for? Yeah, there's no way that... Okay, never mind. $30 minus 12. Times 2, 36. Oh yeah, he'll be fine. They wish they could get paid? Yeah. Yeah, no, Leaf doesn't have the money for that. That's for sure. I know. Yeah. I'm paying attention. I can capture this guy. Do I want his longsword? Eh. I'm gonna wait for this guy to... Risking their lives for a shitty tactician, just hoping their commander doesn't send them to a death trap. I'm just saying, man, there's like a reason why Leaf is... Sorry, how long has Ocean been carrying this guy? And I just didn't notice. Put him down, sir. Anyways, Get him, Ferg. Fergie. Fergie? Oh no, I can't call him Fergie. Think of Fergalicious. What's up, Seth? I mean, you didn't miss much. I just ranted about Devil May Cry for a hot minute. Or maybe you did miss much if that's something you're interested in. I missed a lot then? Okay. Sorry. More than a hot minute. Yeah, I probably ranted about Devil May Cry there for like at least 20 minutes. To be fair, I had a lot to rant about. Okay, this man is standing on a thing, so I need somebody who... Can I get Nana in there? To, like, Earth Sword him. What was the rant, though? Ranted about the Netflix anime, ranted about, the specific interaction of the engravings on the side of Ebony and Ivory, and how that conflicts with what's depicted in the Netflix Season 2 poster. Did a couple of quizzes, or people were quizzing me. I must go for now, for I've foolishly skipped dinner. Good luck. See you, Poison Parfait. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, did a couple of quizzes. Talked about getting another cat named Nero at some point. You know, normal stuff. Okay, so these guys are all coming for me, and I'm not concerned by that at all. The second generation of Fire Emblem 4 is just an army comprised of child soldiers. Seliph is a war criminal. Yes, he is. Thanks for noticing. Ooh, this guy has a Master Seal. And 3 whole Authority Stars, apparently. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Ain't no way I was going to name my dog Nero when I'm going to adopt one. Let's go! I want a little fluffy white cat named Nero, and I want Dante and him to hang out. And every time... Okay, I also want to get a black or a tuxie and name it Virgil, because he seems like he has black cat or tuxie cat energy. And then every time him and Cat Dante fight, I wanna take a recording and play Bury the Light over it, because I think that would be really funny. Oify Finn, Shannon, Hannibal should be held accountable as well. Look, it's Fire Emblem. War crimes are just to be expected. Alright, let's just stick Asbella's neck out, I guess. Meanwhile, Nero asking Virgil about his mom the whole time. I mean, like, I know, okay, like, I know that we know I am the storm that is meowing. Aw. Oh, God. I know that Virgil has to have, like, you know, hit up a lady at some point. I'm still curious as to what lady would want him, you know? I'm still at a loss for that. Okay, 17 minus 3. She'll hit twice. Oh yeah, she'll be fine. Ah, shit. I should have captured him. I want his tome. Oh well. Too late. We're just rolling with the mistakes. I kind of start talking about Devil May Cry again, and my viewership immediately goes down by like 4. Not that I care. I find it funny. Really, I'm doing this for me. It's an excuse for me to sit down and play Fire Emblem 5, which I haven't done on my own. Streaming it holds me accountable. If people want to watch, that's great. Love that for them. Alright, let's see. Maybe I'll put, like... So, we already played FE6. Next we're playing... honestly, after this, I'll probably do, like, a quick... Like, something short, but that's, like, not Fire Emblem. Just because, I need to do something other than Fire Emblem sometimes. Maybe I'll stick, like, Osi in front of these guys. Kane. If I stick Kane on here, he'll be at, like, 16 defense, and I don't think anything can hit him. He doesn't have a javelin, though. And I don't think anybody else has a javelin to give him either. That won't, like, immediately break. Oh well, he can Kanto. I also love V's pun, the demon is your reason for fighting. Love that because it sounds exactly like Urizen, especially with how he says your reason. Oh my, I didn't even think of that. I think they picked Urizen because it's a character in a Blake poem or something. I was gonna say Sacred Stones, but you said not Fire Emblem. I already played Sacred Stones on stream too. We're actually running out of Fire Emblem games that I haven't played for the first time. Because when I started this little project, I hadn't played Sacred Stones, Blazing Blade, Binding Blade, Thracia, Genealogy, Shadow Dragon, or New Mystery. And we've already done Sacred Stones, Blazing Blade, and Binding Blade, and Fire Emblem 4 Genealogy. So the only ones we were missing is 5, which we're doing right now, and then Shadow Dragon and New Mystery. So we're playing Shadow Dragon after this. But I might want to do like 1 or 2 streams where I'm playing something else just so it's not like Fire... Like, I need a break from Fire Emblem sometimes, you know? Like, I love Fire Emblem, but I'm like, sometimes, like, after I've just streamed, like, 2 Fire Emblem games in a row, I'm like, I need to play something else. That's why we played Devil May Cry back in October. Is because I was like, I love Fire Emblem, I gotta play something else for, like, a month. Shadow Dragon Hard 5? What does that mean? I made the mistake of doing Shadow Dragon and New Mystery in a row, and I've never been more sick at looking at TS graphics. Oh no. Yeah, the graphics of Shadow Dragon and New Mystery are not really that great, from what I remember. I'm sorry. We have to play it. It's the only one I haven't played. I mean, I guess what we could do is, didn't somebody, like, remake Shadow Dragon in the Fates engine or something? We could do that one, but I don't think they ever remade New Mystery. I think so. Hard 5 is the highest difficulty. The early game is ass, but gets acceptable in the mid. Oh no, we're playing on baby mode. Are you kidding me? If I capture this guy, I could probably steal his javelin, and then I could equip it to Kane. Ah, damn. New Mystery was actually funner, and you can make your avatar broken as shit. Interesting. Oh, I didn't realize that he could reach Karin. She'll be fine. Javelin, indeed, Akemi. In case you're new here, V loves playing in baby mode. Yeah. Okay, I defend my decision to play the Devil May Cry games in baby mode, because I played DMC5 in normal mode after I had gone through it once in baby mode even. Did I hit capture? Or did I hit attack? I wasn't paying attention. Shit. Okay. I hit capture because the box is different. Okay, that's good. That was 13. You do 12, you do... Oh yeah, he's fine. Anyways, and this is after I had been through big boy mode once in Devil May Cry 5, and I got my ass kicked by Virgil. I had to use like 4 gold orbs on normal mode. I was like, I don't even want to know how this would play on Hell in Hell. I'm playing Darkest Dungeon to relax. I may have problems. I have since, like, started going through... These guys aren't even gonna attack King because they can't hurt him. That's annoying. I've started playing through all of the games. I kind of want to get 100% on the achievements for the HD collection of Devil May Cry. So I've already gotten all of the Devil May Cry 2 achievements because I figured that if I was going to torture myself, I might as well get it out of the way first. And then I have... The only things I need to do on DMC 3 are Bloody Palace and just beating the game on every difficulty mode. So I'm currently working through DMC 3 hard mode, and I'm pretty competent at it. I've gotten a lot better with it, but I gotta build up to the higher difficulties, you know? Hell in Hell is based off of Son of Sparta mode, so they aren't as aggressive, but it's still tricky. Interesting, I did not know that. I'm taking all this loser's javelins. I swear to God, my phone microphone is gonna pick up the stream's audio and my TikTok for you page is gonna be fucked up with TMC. They are listening. Always. It's okay. I mentioned briefly to my friends that I wanted to watch The Shawshank Redemption with them, and then suddenly YouTube started giving me all kinds of recommendations for Shawshank Redemption videos. And I was like, alright, like, you're not even gonna, like, pretend anymore that you're not listening to me every second of my life. Like, you're just gonna be mask off about that. That's fine. Doesn't actually kill, but I don't want to kill him, so... Oh, Kane. Oh, we got a weapon level increase. Actually, I'm curious. That puts us at C. Okay, yeah, he could have used the javelins. We're fine. You know, maybe I'll stick Ronin over here. This is the one with 12 attack. He'll do 10... 8 damage to... Maybe I'll stick Ronin right here and just see if he'll attack Ronin. Yeah, okay, I want him to move off of the forest tile. Thank you. I think Ronin's gonna kill him, actually. Yeah, Ronin's definitely gonna kill him. That's fine, though, because it's Ronin. Are you winning, son? I kind of, Braxtonian. Thank you. Thank you for asking. We're trying to get Kane some levels because I think he's a cutie patootie, and the fact that he eats his glove in his official art is hilarious. So, it's not going well. His level ups are ass. And he's holding a scroll. Which, he hasn't gotten a single strength growth, and his strength growth is like 65 right now. Because he's holding 2 scrolls. And he's been getting like one stat level ups. But it's okay, because I will make him work. Alright, we're just gonna ignore this guy and kind of move around, and I'm gonna let Kane take out these Ballistae and this last Frege loser. The scrub squad you get in Chapter 9 are notoriously bad. Oh, well, you see, here's the thing. I want to use him. He's a cutie. I'm trying to use Ronin, too, so take that for what you will. Listen, I have cutie bias. I want to use them if they're cuties. And he's a cutie, so he's getting used. I don't even know who's gonna kill this boss. I'm not even thinking about that. Probably Fergus. How close is Ronin to Bebos? That's actually an excellent question. Do they gain experience if they hit, but they don't do any damage? He's almost at Sebos, I think. Because it's 50, right? Your best bet is grind the arena, but the arena's like all the way back there. It'd take me like a while to walk over there and stuff. You gain weapon EXP whenever you attack? Oh, that's good to know. Almost everyone is unusable in this game thanks to scrolls and low caps. The real defining question is how hard is this unit to train? Ronin has 3 vigor stars. That's helpful, I think. It's a capture, right? Not a kill boss. Yeah. Usable, not unusable. Oh, okay. Oh, did I say oh, my bad. I really should pay attention to where that guy's threat range is. Okay, yeah, I did. Can I steal this guy's Master Seal with Lithus? Oh yeah, you definitely want all the stuff the boss... Yeah, that's... Can I capture him? Because he has like 17 con. I don't think anybody can pick him up. Or if they can pick him up, I don't think they can dent him. Because, like, yeah, like a great lance, a great bow, and a rider's brain sound fantastic. Am I gonna get them? God only knows. Do-do-do. I could start trying to kill him as everybody's moving. Okay, let's just... Wasn't it like if they're mounted, they count as having like 20 con or something like that? That was how it worked? Yeah, okay. So we could probably pick him up with Fergus. Might as well steal. Can you pick up Lithus? No. Oh wait, no you can. Wait, hold on, hold on. Why is Lithus so waifish? Mounted are considered 20 con? Yeah, sweet. I remembered something. Alright, we'll figure that out in a second. I want to get everybody kind of like moved in close so that we're like within range to actually hurt this guy. On a following turn. Leaf and Shiva aren't gonna do shit, so they can hang back, but everybody else. I think Fergus is gonna be like our point man on this one, and like Asbel. What does he currently have equipped? He currently has the Great Lance equipped. Okay. I'm not resetting for capture stuff unless it's like to get a unit. So if Asbel kills him, then Asbel kills him, but that's a 52, 42, 82, 27 minus 3 is 24, 24 and 24 is more than 42 actually, right? Yeah, that's 48. Okay, so Asbel's gonna toast his ass. Like a fucking marshmallow. %45 crit though? Yeah, we don't want to kill him. We want to capture him, right? God, that's so good. I think the fire tome is the way to go then. Because he won't kill unless he crits. What's the meaning of this? Why do you trespass upon our rightful land? He did not say upon, I just added that. I was feeling a little dramatic. Okay, what about Nana? What does she do? She'll do 19 minus 3. She won't double, so that's 16. We'll try it. I don't know if she'll hit, but... No. Nope. Nope. Not a hit. Not a hit. Not a hit. Abort mission. Abort mission. At least she can Canto. Okay, so if I try and capture with Fergus, he can't do anything. Never mind. That's a waste of my time. And Dawson can't capture. So I don't think I'm capturing this guy. I don't think anybody... Yeah, no, because Fergus isn't going to do any damage, so he's not going to be able to capture. Or we'll just do that. Fergus, you don't need any more experience, but thank you. Alright, Kane, let's get you moving through these bushes. Where did Leaf go? There he is. We are going to sit here and painstakingly kill all of these Ballistae because they made my life a nightmare. All right, and you're gonna have to sit here and watch that with me. So, anyways, about my Devil May Cry obsession. It's destroying my life. At least we have Cat Dante here. I'll give Cat Dante more tummy pets if you tolerate me. Hold on. Oh god, Envy. You get to watch my cat get his tummy petted. Come on. There. He got his belly pet. He's actually been good. Worth. I guess I could probably maybe give, like, Selfina a couple of these. I'm fine with seeing your tiny hand pet a fluffy boy, but not with more TMC. How do you know my hand is tiny? How do you know he's not just big? It's actually both. He's a big cat and I have a tiny hand. He's like no, he's not 16 pounds. He's like 14 pounds. He's not overweight, but he's just a large cat. The answer is yes. I don't know what you expected. My name is the Eevee Tamer, but I'm playing Fire Emblem and I'm talking about Devil May Cry. There we go. That's the kind of level up I want to see more of. Cain. Oh hey, the camera color corrected. Sorry, I had to mute myself for a second there. The camera color corrected, and now you can see how orange he is. Whoever was on last stream claiming that he wasn't orange, that's how he's supposed to look. I don't know why the camera does that though, where it doesn't work. And then it fixes itself. I told you he was orange. He just looked really, like, gray because the camera was, like, so washed out, and I don't know how to fix it because I don't understand cameras. I love him so much. I thought you were gaslighting. No, he's just actually orange. Can you change the camera again to make him green or blue? Probably. I didn't do anything though. It just does this where it like doesn't show the colors right even though I set them to do it right, and then I like turn it off and on again and then it works, and I don't understand why. And I'm kind of like, how much do I care about this enough to make it actually work, or is this fine? Oh, let's go, Cain. You're ending chat suffering a turn earlier. Watch this guy just have like a Rider's Bane and like 30 attack or something stupid. Oh no, we're good. I don't want to mess with it now that it's showing the proper color. Look at him! He's so orange. I love him. Alright, Cain, what's your level now? I just realized that instead of having Cain go all the way around, I think the thieves can actually put the drawbridges down right. I could have had just Lifis do that. Okay, chat. Should I put Cain through the arena off stream a couple of times? Just give him every single scroll imaginable and then put him through the arena? Sure, okay. Because I really want to use him, but he kind of sucks. Remember the flame sword armor? Yeah, he also had a bridge key that, yeah, I knew about that. Alright. Who's holding the scrolls? You're holding a scroll for some reason, no idea why. Who are his support mates? No, Lifis, you don't need to move again, you're good. I think Ronin's holding a scroll. Swap the iron sword. I'll fix this all later. Just give him all of them. Nana gives plus 10 hit and avoid. Okay. I was gonna bring her over there anyway for the heals. Selfina gives him plus 10 hit and avoid along with Nana. Okay. Is he holding a scroll? He's not. Okay, if you're not holding a scroll, go sit over here in the corner. Fergus is not. Karin is. If I send him into the arena and he doesn't have a weapon in his inventory, does that matter? Selfina's deployed. She's, I just haven't done anything with her. Hurricane's gross with all those scrolls? I don't know. 30, so he's definitely gonna get HP. That puts him at, what, 55 plus 30. 85 strength, 20 magic, 40, 75 skill, 80 speed, 45 luck, 35, 50 defense, and 40 con. And I know somebody else is still holding a scroll. I'm like 100% sure somebody else still has a scroll. Not Finn. No. Corner. 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 I think it's, Dawson is holding... No, he's not holding a scroll. Is that all my scrolls? I could have sworn somebody else was holding on to one. So many scrolls. Nope, that looks like all of them. Okay. Let's go. Not you. Kane, where'd you go? Oh. Persona. God, I really should have released the version that can show the combined gross just to save you the trouble of doing the math. That would be so great. I'm a math hater. Certified math hater. Is Kane's promotion worth it if I get to that point? Should I give Selfina's Master Seal to him? I'm gonna, like, walk him all the way back, and I'm gonna get, like, slammed by enemies or something stupid. Oh, wait, is having Leaf next to him also helpful, or does he get the Authority Star bonus no matter where he is? We're only doing this for Kane. I don't feel like doing Arena with anybody else. Authorities map wide, great. Because I don't want to run Leaf all the way over there. That would be annoying. At least these guys are on horses. I am gonna... hold on. We are gonna need to turn auto cursor off. That is going to annoy me. So it's within 2 tiles or 3 for the charm bonuses and stuff? Or is it adjacent? 3 tiles? Okay. Do they also get the... okay, hold on. I just want to see how this is gonna go for me. Just ignore the fact that I have this much gold. I did a little arena a couple maps ago. Oh, attaboy, Kane. Too bad he doesn't have Paragon. Look at the amount of gold. I'm trying to, like, I wanted to do the arena, but I didn't, like, I don't want to, like, overspend gold, because I know that the gold management is kind of a part of the appeal of this game, so I'm trying not to buy things as much as I can. I mean, he doesn't get to use the Paragon sword while he's in the arena though, right? He's doubling the merm. That's a good sign. I just want to see what level up he gets if I level him on stream. Because he's holding every scroll I currently have, I think. Oh, the clapping. That's so nice. Oh, baby, we're in business. Let's go. The skill still applied? Really? Okay. Well, too late for that. Meanwhile, Fire Emblem characters are like, we have a stingy tactician, y'all. They really do. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to make a couple of saves. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish out the chapter, we'll read the end of the chapter, and then I'll just load the save state, and then that way I can get to the map prep for the next stage before next stream. Sad part about the arena, it won't tell you when you get a movement level up. Oh, that is sad. So we're just gonna, I made a save state, we're gonna capture it so that we can, I'm just gonna make another save state because I'm paranoid. We're gonna capture it so that we can read the dialogue and I can get to the next map prep screen before the next stream, and I can do that off stream, and then I'll fuck around with the arena. Augustus, did you see the mage knight that fled midway through the battle? That was not midway through the battle. Okay, this took me like 40 turns, and she left on turn 6. That was like a quarter of the battle. Indeed, a woman knight at that. She was a most difficult adversary. We didn't even fight her. Who was she? I didn't recognize her, but there's little doubt that she rode for Fort Dundrum to bring word of our incursion. So the enemy will know we're coming. Just so, and Fort Dundrum is no common encampment. It's regarded as impregnable. Not a good enough excuse to use the word impregnable. Even a permanent fixture of the region. Combine that with the advance warning we've given them, and they'll have plenty of time to shore up their defenses even further. The fort's commander is surely no slouch. He's certain to make the most of the extra time to prepare. Indeed, I fear we'll have a most difficult time seizing the fort. I see. So there's no other route that would allow us to cross the mountains. That seems to be the hand we've been dealt, my prince. If we're to arrive at Tara in time to act, we must take Fort Dundrum. Wow, that sounds like a terrible idea. Then there's little point standing around and complaining about it. The longer we wait, the stronger the fort's defenses will be. This is our only chance, and we'll make the most of it. It doesn't matter if I save here, because I made a save state. Breaking through the enemy's lines, the Liberation Army has set foot on Imperial soil. Their invasion could now begin in full. However, there was no time to celebrate. Fort Dundrum, widely regarded as impregnable defense against Thracian incursions, now stood before them. If they could not capture Fort Dundrum, the army would never reach Tara in time. Oh. Oh, I think isn't it like if we go inside, they spawn like a bunch of Ballistae in those spaces around the courtyard there? In America, yeah. Alright. Let's load aim position. So we're back here. Alright. Do we want to do a Devil May Cry Sporkle quiz before we go? I think that would be kind of funny. Just to see what's going on Sporkle. Sporkle. Devil May Cry. All Devil May Cry trivia quizzes and God, I remember Sporkle. Can I list Devil May Cry characters? Yes. Wow, these seem... okay. No wonder no one has captured Dundrum. Just look at the name. Who would want to say I captured Dundrum, right? Alright, let's see if I can do this 15-question Devil May Cry quiz. Give me a second. I'll put it up. We only have 5 minutes, so if you're suffering, you're not gonna be suffering for very long. Let's see here. Studio mode. Let's see here. Do we want to do this one maybe? Capture this. Okay. Oh god. So annoying. Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out. And we'll have Thracia music in the background, because that makes sense. Let me just make sure... Okay, looks good. Alright, 15 question Devil May Cry quiz. Let's see how I do. Nier is the main character of 4. What is the name of Dante's father, Sparta? These questions are terrible. What is the name of the first stage in Devil May Cry 1? That's interesting. I have no idea. A noble part? It's gotta be one of these two. John! These are easy, and then it's like this one. I actually don't know. Do we tell you? No. I don't know. I'm gonna go with a crazy party. There we go. Dante and Virgil's mother looks like Trish. Lady's rocket launcher is called Kalina Ann. Who is Dante's brother? Virgil. That was answered by a previous question. Devils should never what? Cry? Virgil appears as which enemy in Devil May Cry 1? Nello Angelo, obviously. Dante appears as which other Capcom franchise? Oh, I think he's in Beautiful Joe. Yeah. Who's the final boss of Devil May Cry? Like the first one? Mundus. Virgil's main weapon in the series is Yamato. Alistair's weapon in 1. Before it was called Devil May Cry, it was gonna be a Resident Evil game. Who's the main character? Dante. Unless you're talking about the Netflix anime, then it's Lady, apparently. Chippendale? Ebony and Ivory, okay. Average score 87. Wow. Fake fans. God, this hyperfixation borders on autistic. Wow, it's almost like I'm neurodivergent. Though these questions were mostly easy. Bill and Ted. Okay, is there like a better one of these? Cause like, that was easy. Devil May Cry weapons, Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, pick the devil things, Devil May Cry characters, enemies and bosses. Oh, hold up. Me when I look at trying to name all the Fire Emblem characters. Okay, hold up. This is horrible. I don't know Shin Megami Tensei. Okay, I found this one. And I have to now. I want to be clear, I'm not officially diagnosed with autism or anything. I'm just 95% sure that I have it, so. Okay, this one, God, this is really annoying. Hold on. Let me open studio mode real quick to fix this. I just want to be clear so nobody's like, V claimed that she was autistic, because like technically I can't say that. However, would you be surprised? No, probably not, right? Okay. Devil May Cry 5 lyrics. OBS. I switched to OBS after I was having connectivity issues, which actually had nothing to do with Streamlabs. Okay, Devil May Cry 5 lyrics, Bury the Light. I want to see if I can do this, because I've only listened to... I got an award on YouTube. Fun fact. Fun fact, I got an award on YouTube in November of 2024 for being like a top 1% listener of Bury the Light on YouTube. So, you know. Bury the Light with Thracia in the background. I think if I played actual Bury the Light, I would get copyright claimed. So, anyways. Okay, let's see. Hello? Immortal temptation takes over my mind. Condemned. Falling? It is fallen, right? Weak. On my knees, summon the strength of mayhem. Immortal temptation takes over my mind. Is it not falling weak on my knees? Summon the strength. Okay, I am the storm that is approaching. Fucking black clouds in isolation. Secret. Yeah, no, well, I'm not like a singer, like officially, like a career, but I know how to sing. I am reclaimer of my name, born in flames. I have been blessed. My family crest is a demon of death. It's kind of hard to see where I am, okay? Oh god, hold on. Jesus Christ, it's so hard to keep track of where I am in the song. You sing better than most amateur VTubers? Thanks. In isolation, I am reclaimer of my name. Born in flames. I can't do the hard part. It's my... Is this a T? Oh, forsaken, I am awakened. A phoenix. Sorry, do I not know how to spell phoenix? Ashen dark divine. Yeah, that's how I'm spelling it. Such a proud Naga, what does that mean? Can't you keep typing? Yeah. Phoenix, ashen dark divine, descending misery, destiny chasing time, inherit the nightmare. It keeps fucking me up when it like goes. Surrounded by fate, can't run away. Keep walking the line between the light. Let us stray through vacant halls. I won't surrender. Hold on. I can't type as fast as I can sing. The truth revealed in eyes of amber. We fight through fire and ice forever. Two souls once lost and now they remember. Hold on. The man that refuses it. Why the fuck did my brain nerd? I am, yeah. Sorry, where are we? Forever, I am the storm that is approaching. Provoking black cloud in isolation. I am reclaimer of my name. Hold on, am I gonna disappear into the night? Lost shadows left in... Oh, behind. It's behind. Obsessions pulling me, fading. I've come to take what's mine. Oh god, the rap break. I actually don't know what that first word of it is. In the shadows, under the veil of night, constellations of blood pirouette, dancing through the graves of those that stand at my feet. Stand at my feet. Dreams of the Black Throne, I keep on repeat. A derelict of dark. Right, dark. Summoned from the ashes. The Puppet Master congregates all the masses, pulling strings, twisting minds as blades hit. You want this power? Come try and take it. Okay. Okay. Oh, then come try to take it. Beyond the tree fire burns. Secret love bloodline yearns. Dark minds embrace crimson joy. Does your dim heart heal or destroy? Bury the light deep within. Cast aside, there's no coming home. We're burning chaos in the wind, drifting in the ocean all alone. Okay, now there's a couple of these. Casey Edwards, to be proud, thank you. Genuinely can't believe that the song has become so popular that there's a quiz or challenge where you have to do the entire lyrics. I know. So there's a couple in here that I'm 100% sure I was right, but it didn't take it. So I don't know what to do with that. Mortal temptation takes over my mind, condemn. It's falling weak on my knees, right? But it won't take fallen weak, okay, on my knees. Forsaken, I am awakened. A phoenix ash. It's 100% Phoenix. Oh, Phoenixes. My bad. Fuck you. Okay. What am I still missing? What am I still missing? Hang on. Okay. All shadows left behind. It's obsession, right? Obsession's pulling me. Just imagining, yeah, no, I'm hearing it in my head as we speak. I took my headphones off so I wouldn't hear the Thracia music, distracting me, I guess. I'm pretty sure it's Obsession's pulling me, but it won't take Obsession unless I'm spelling it wrong. Which I don't think I am. So, I don't know what's going on there. I do not know this word. Like, I've listened to this song so many times and my brain never registers what this word is, so I'll take the L on that one. And I'm like 90% sure it's Ooh, stand at my feet? I'm pretty sure it's a derelict of dark summoned from the ashes. But, you know, we're just gonna give up on it and see what it gives me. Oh, a derelict of darkness summoned from the ashes? Whatever. They just misspelled obsessions here, I think. Right? It's... Yeah, they just misspelled obsession, so I would have gotten that one. Lurking. Lurking, okay. I got a 99, the average score is a 71. Okay, I'm so sorry to everybody who's, like, still around and had to, like, watch me do that for 12 minutes, but... Actually, I'm not sorry. I had fun. Miss no at all. It could be a good theme for anything. Don't ask me to do Subhuman, because Subhuman is trash. Just so you know. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for us today, everybody. I'll be back next week with more Thracia 776, and I will try not to talk about Devil May Cry so much. I can't make any promises, though. Oh, Dante's still here. You need to hear the Forsaken remix. See, like, my problem with Subhuman... Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's a lie. Hey, how many streams did it take you to have to listen to me talk about Devil May Cry? I don't know. Anyways. I don't believe you'll even try. Really, it's just whatever... But more Dante Catnip. He was literally here all stream. He was only off camera for, like, 13 minutes total. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us today, everybody. So thank you for watching. Go ahead and follow if you're not already following and you want to be alerted to the next time I go live. I will be back next Saturday around 3 p.m. Eastern time, and other than that, I will see y'all next time. Peace.